Okay. All right. Welcome back. I hope everyone has wet their whistles and taken a break. All right. So, you guys have your little visit from Lyric. As soon as Lyric leaves, Nicoya walks back in. Everyone's gone to bed. Nicoya, I assume you go to your room.
Yep.
Um,
When I go
and
to my room, I open up my gray bag of tricks because I want someone to snuggle with.
I forgot about the gray bag of tricks. Very, very good. I have to pull that. Do you have that table? You should
I
have
do.
that table. Oh, you do have
Uh,
the table.
Oh,
Okay,
good.
great. Please roll and tell me what you got.
I got a giant badger,
Nice.
Yay!
All right.
so I
Um,
snuggle up with giant badger when I go to sleep.
just gonna throw this out there. You don't have to snuggle with just one animal. You could you could have a gray animal cuddle puddle.
Oh,
Okay, I want another one. I can do 3 at a time.
You can do 3 before a long rest. Yes.
I had a giant rat. The regular badger.
Regular badger. I love that that's an option.
Yeah,
You can have a
2
regular badger or
badgers and a
giant
rat.
badger. All right, so you have like all these snuggly animals, and this is good. It's it's still cool out. There's no such thing. You guys don't have fireplaces in your room or anything, so this is you're nice and warm and toasty, especially for a cat who likes it warm. So okay, so that's how Lucky spends his night.
I'm not jealous.
And so morning comes. You guys wake up, getting ready to head out early, and after you guys make yourselves a quick breakfast, and you're about to leave when again a knock on the door. Who answers it?
What the fuck? I'll answer it.
Okay.
Grumpy morning Valmaya
Uh,
answers
Say
it.
that or come up to the
Maya.
door.
I am
Grumpily.
not a morning person.
Now Maya opens the door.
Fantasy.
What the fuck? And Henny is standing there with 2 of her dwarven guards behind her,
Oh,
and she says, "Good morning. May I come in?"
good morning, of course.
Okay, and then she turns to her guards and says, "You guys can wait out here. I'll be fine." And she comes in, closes the door behind her, and I assume you're all downstairs.
Sure.
She's like, "Oh, good, good. I was hoping I would catch you before you left. I have a favor to ask. When you get to Sandhearth and take care of their little problem, which I'm sure you will, I need you to Which one was that?
Sorry, that was Milo.
Oh, Milo. Does Milo want to show up? Valmaya needs a steed.
I do.
Oh yeah, this is video. Pets are welcome here. Yeah. So I have a favor to ask all of you. When you get to Sandhearth, discreetly, and she kind of looks at Lucky, try to dig up what information you can about anyone who would want to or has hired anyone to kill my husband. Be discreet about it. If you don't find anything, that's fine. If you do find out who is behind it, do not take action. I just want to know. And she reaches into her cloak and she pulls out a smooth stone with some runes on it. And she hands it to you, Kelwyn.
Is it a Rocky Talkie?
And she says, this is a sending stone. Have you used one before?
Not in this lifetime.
Okay. It's the equivalent of what I'm told is a sending spell. You can send a message to me once a day, 25 words or less. But if you find any clues, just let me know with this. I have the other one. And it'll send the message to me. Do not, and she stresses this, do not tell anyone any information that you find except me. Not even my husband. Is that understood?
Understood.
Why not your husband?
I don't want him to worry more than he is. And as you've seen, he's prone to flights of fancy. And I am worried what he might do if he finds out who's behind it before thinking about it rationally.
Do you have any idea what direction we should look in, or just no idea?
I don't. I think it's been discussed that it might be someone to do with their hospitality guild. It could be someone with a personal grudge, but I don't know why, because we have never had that many dealings down there. We have pretty much kept ourselves to Inglestone and Dark Brew's Rest since we started this venture. So I don't know. I'm just looking. I want this to end.
If you don't know who it is, why do you think it's coming from Sandhurst? Hearth.
Because I think that was, and you guys, if you guys remember the first assassination attempt on Oven, Oven himself brought up the fact that it could have been from the hospitality guild of Sandhearth that didn't like the idea of people doing trade away from Hearthstone, thus limiting possible guests at their taverns and inns and things like that. So it's all very vague and nebulous, but that's kind of the only lead she has to go on. So she says, yes, it's for lack of a more substantial thread to pull on, I will pull on whatever tenuous thread I can find. And right now, that seems to be Sandhearth. Hopefully, your success with the bullets will change things. But, you know, maybe not. If this is a personal grudge, it could go deeper. We shall see. But yes, whatever you find, please let me know.
Refresh me, where are you and Oven from? Like, where'd you call home before this?
We're from the Aegis Mountains. We like to keep our origins secret. It's a family thing.
Could be a family thing then.
It could be.
That's all.
Just curious, who are the bodyguards outside? Where did they come from?
That's none of your concern.
All right.
Probably a family thing.
Probably a family thing.
Dungeon Master and Commander.
That shows up on the recording, right?
Yeah.
Coward. Nice. No, I encourage you. Seriously, if you guys have little comments aside, please make them. I think that's hysterical.
Kelwood's also from the Aegis Mountains. I'm just assuming different parts.
Well,
or maybe
of
she
the
was
Aegis
giving
Mountains.
me a
North
vague...
of the Aegis Mountains. We're well established in Halstein.
Okay. I just want to make sure it wasn't something where I was like, wait, I know you.
No.
Okay.
We're on the case, Henny.
I'm glad to hear it. I have faith in you, as does Oven. Oven trusts you implicitly.
And I can totally be discreet.
Sure you can. Good luck out there. May the gods be with you.
Good luck here.
Thank you.
And also with you.
She leaves.
I'm gonna run out and get my studded leather.
You don't have to run out. You can all go together, but if you want to run out.
Oh.
I mean,
Oh.
I need
All
to
right.
get studded leather jammies before we
Okay,
go.
so Lucky runs out right after she leaves. Right after Henny leaves, runs out, gets her studded leather jammies from Minerva. When you go in to get your studded leather jammies
Mhm.
from Minerva, you kind of hear something from the. Roll a perception for me, please.
4.
Mm. You hear something weird from the back. You're not quite sure what it is. It could be snoring. You're not 100% sure. So,
Is anyone here? Hello?
oh no,
No.
Minerva's out in front.
Oh, okay.
Minerva's, but you, as Minerva's giving you your newly fitted armor, you think you hear snoring in the background,
Oh,
but
okay.
you're not 100% sure.
Can she tell if it's maybe snoring from one person or many persons?
Not with that roll. But a good question.
I just take my jammies and go.
All right.
I have a
Alright.
question.
Yes, Nicoya.
When we slept, did we heal
Oh.
fully, or how does
Yeah,
that-
because you were in a bed safely,
Yep.
not out on the trail. You guys are all back to full health. You're because of things. I think you're back. I think the most any of you had hit dice to reclaim was 2, so those are back. So you guys are full health, full hit dice.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys got a
thought.
fresh start.
Whatnot.
You're ready to go. You set out. You leave Dark Brew's rest.
Oh.
Oh yes, Kelwin.
What did Lyric have to say last night? Was she
Okay, we'll
just-
call this a walk and talk.
Yeah.
So you guys.
Wait,
can
the
fill-
bandit was there?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Stop
she can
by.
have a drink.
Was it just stop by, have a drink, leave?
She
No,
wants-
well, more or less, but conversations were had. She basically said it's going to be a dangerous journey. She told us about a few different monsters we might encounter. It sounds like we might be in for some trouble on our route.
So
Did she steal anything, or?
Only Winter's heart.
I don't know if I got the last just yet, but she looked good in that dress.
she was. Oh yeah, she was wearing a dress, wasn't she?
She was wearing a cloak and a dress, but she had a leather belt with 2 daggers in it too. So.
That said, though, does anyone know much about centaurs, jackals, humanoid spiders,
That
creepy lights, or scorpions and hyenas?
so that creepy spider thing. I believe they're called driders, actually. At least the ones I know of, and the ones I know of.
Are you metagaming, Kelwin?
No, this is part of my backstory.
Okay.
I don't know about the rest, but I was in the army. It was specifically as part of the battalion that was preventing. We weren't really preventing armies from coming into the mountain because that's impenetrable, really. We were on watch to prevent things from coming out of the mountain from down below the Underdark. And a lot of what we'd fight would be drow, and one of their, cavalry, would be rare, but half spider, half dark elf abomination things. They're awful. I don't really have much more than that.
Are
But
they
I've-
poisonous?
I think so. I can't really. I was never unlucky enough to be on the receiving end of a bite, but I'm assuming they're venomous. Some of the drows are no strangers to poisons and toxins and awfulness. So I can't imagine there'd be driders in the plains under the bright sun, but could be.
Hmm.
Stranger things have happened.
Would
What were your other
Nicoya-
questions, Winter?
Um,
Oh,
well, other
anything
than
about
that,
centaurs? And...
are we clear of the town walls at this point?
Yeah, you're out. And because you guys got such an early start, actually, before we do that, all of you make a. Not sure what check this would be. Kelwin, I'll defer to you with if for her question for his question about like knowing anything about the creatures. Is that nature or is that history or is that
That'd probably be a nature check because it's like
okay? All of you roll a
fauna-
nature check. Roll, please.
fauna and flora of the area. 5.
20.
11.
12.
17.
Well, you all. This is kind of a part of this is very easy. You all pretty much know centaurs. They're creatures of legend. They're gigantic, half man, half horse. They're very territorial. They're very fierce. So you guys have heard of centaurs before. None of you are eager to fight any. As far as the mysterious jackals, no, you guys don't have. You have no idea what Lyric would have been talking about. You know that there are jackals, but you've never heard of any mysterious jackal. Now that doesn't, there might be. This is a weird place, and this is kind of a good time to talk about. Yes, Nicoya.
Since Nicoya is from this direction, would she know anything more than they would?
You would, but none of this is really. You
Okay.
you also have heard of centaurs, and you do know that there's probably jackals out there, as sorts of a lot of different wildlife. You actually would know about a little bit more about like just the different creatures that inhabit the plains, things like that, but nothing that would really set your knowledge apart from anybody else's. Now, this is also probably a good time to either bring up or reiterate how magic works in this world. Magic is very chaotic. Magic is all over the place. There are, demons and entities from other planes that can come up and infect creatures from this plane. You guys, the fact that you have 1, 2, 3 magic users in a party of 6 is incredibly rare. Most people would go their entire lives without ever meeting someone who knew how to use magic. So this is incredibly so magic users and people that know how to harness magic are incredibly rare. So your party definitely stands out. Nicoya, you look like you have like the 1930s like Vaseline on the camera. You're very blurred out. That could just be my computer though.
I think it's just his internet.
Yes.
Oh, it's his
Yeah,
internet, okay.
mine looks
That's right.
unchanged.
You look 10 years younger.
Oh, thank goodness, I'm young again.
You look like your pixels went down to double digits.
So yeah, but it's not unheard of for like, kind of common creatures to be like bastardized by evil fiends from other dimensions and things like that. Although their occurrence is rare.
Is this like went out hunting again this week and had to put down my 3rd fell abomination rabbit from the trap, or is this like
no, not that common at all.
okay, so it's like
yeah.
we've heard stories in 300
heard
years
stories,
ago
yeah.
there was
Yeah. If the citizens of Dark Brew weren't so used to you guys or hadn't heard of them, like you would be considered oddities, but they know you now and you've been around.
Well, we were hired as
You
specialists
definitely-
too, so.
Right. And you definitely, you caught the eye of people, even in a big city like Sha'araka, which is a port city which sees a lot. You could definitely feel the eyes on you. Not because they knew you were magic users, but because there's 2 tieflings and a cat, a tabaxi walking with you. So you guys have a lot of, you stand out. And the fact that you're magic users make you even more of a rarity, even though that's not apparent to people who would see you on the surface level. So anyway, you guys do a walk and talk, and since you left early enough and you're making good time, you notice by the time you get, as the evening grows darker, you notice that the grassland starts to get a little lower. There is still grassy scrubland around, but it is not to the point where creatures can hide it anymore. It is not considered, you guys could leave the path without it being difficult terrain. So it is basically, you are in kind of like, basically they just look like dry grassy fields all around you. Not quite desert, not quite grasslands, but kind of in between. So not completely barren of life, but not really all that inviting either. So you guys travel for the full day, nothing impedes your way, and you camp for the night. So let's camp for the night.
Okay.
See, I got a little campfire for you guys.
Aw.
Lucky suggested we get one of those like electric tea lights.
Oh yeah.
But they're like
Oh.
really big, so it'd be
Probably
like
too big.
yeah, it would be
Oh.
like a 10-foot campfire. You guys basically built
Bonfire.
a
It's a bonfire
in the
every
middle of-
night.
That
Party.
sounds lovely.
And just so you know, I actually did research this because I was wondering about this from our last campaign when we were talking about fires attracting attention and things like that, and it always kind of bugged me because and this is a bit of a tangent, but I don't know if you guys have ever seen Dances with Wolves, where there's that scene with the 2 Native Americans, and they're like, only a white man would build a fire that you could see from miles away. And apparently there is something called, on the internet, it's called a Dakota fire, but there is a way to build a campfire where that gives off no smoke. It's really interesting. You build it like next to like a little underground pit, and the smoke goes there and then dissipates before it gets above. So
We don't
I was
have
gonna
any
assume-
rangers.
but if like you grew up in these areas, so I'm assuming like when you guys build a campfire, you're building like a Dakota fire. You're building a fire that like
Totally.
is not going to draw attention because you guys are experienced. You guys know what you're doing, especially Calwin and Winter. They've got military experience. So if anybody wants to change the order here or around the campfire or whatever.
No, good.
All right. Okay, so let's go through our fun watch protocol. Ula, since you are on the 4-hour watch, will you roll twice for me, please?
No modifiers, right? Just straight up roll.
Yep, no modifiers. It's just a straight up D20.
2
Uh-huh.
and
That was
12.
okay. Well, you didn't have to roll that second time.
Oh, well, shit.
Everyone goes to bed.
By the
Everyone
way,
goes.
Can I say
Does
something
Nicoya
before bed?
smell a bit because I'm sort of by myself on the one side of the fire?
What was that, Nicoya?
Does she kind of smell a little bit? Is that why she's alone by herself on that side of the fire?
Oh,
Yeah.
No, I was just, you were here and I didn't like the symmetry, so I just put you over there.
No, it's fine.
Also
I
weird, the
wanna roll
monsters
for
are
my
coming
bag
from
of
that
tricks
direction.
What?
Also weird, the
That's a
monsters are coming from
That's
that
a very
direction.
good question. That's a very good question, Kelvin. Which directions are the monsters coming from?
I'm gonna roll from my bag of tricks for a snuggle buddy and a protector.
Snuggle buddy and a protector. Okay. I need a D4 to
Panther.
see which direction. Not that any monsters are coming.
Don't your monsters only?
Got a panther.
Don't your creatures
like
only
10
last
minutes,
10
right?
minutes?
No, actually, I looked that up. Bag of Tricks. They last until until dawn.
Oh, okay.
Okay. That's the direction they're coming from.
Oh,
So-
it has count.
Everyone has fallen asleep. Oh, what did you get? What did you get, Lucky?
A panther.
Panther. Nice. Okay, so as you guys all lay down, oops, I gotta see how many. Ooh. So you guys all lay down to sleep around the fire, and Lucky has her panther that she's snuggling with, so it's cat on cat action there,
Wow.
which is the way it should be, I guess, right? You notice kind of creeping in. Actually, which would you guys be going? You guys are heading south, so this would be there. All right. So creeping in from the northeast are 6 things. Ula, please roll perception.
Uh, 13 plus 4.
17. Very nice.
Is it
All
though?
right. Yeah, that's really good. Oh yeah, that's fine. Okay, so Ula, you see creeping up on the camp a pack of 6 hungry
Men.
Naked men.
wolves. Just wolves. They're looking at you. They're creeping through there's not enough grass for cover, which is odd. And they're creeping up, and you can kind of see they're like foaming at the mouth a little bit, and so and they're creeping up, and they see that you see them, but they're not slowing their advance at all. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna try to scare them away.
How are you going to do that?
I'm gonna cast. How do you say this? The thaumaturgy.
Okay, before you do that, I'm going to ask you to roll initiative, please.
16.
Is that including your modifier?
I do not have one.
Oh, okay.
Ula is not very dexterous.
No problem. It still beats them. So what are you going to do? You're going to cast thaumaturgy.
Yeah, I want to make my voice boom 3 times as loud as it normally is.
Okay, and your voice will boom. And what will you say?
Leave, wolves.
Leave wolves. Okay, so you make a loud, booming voice saying "Leave wolves." These wolves don't speak English. They stop with the loud noise, and your loud noise has the advantage of waking everybody up. So everyone is awake. The wolves are still there. Everyone roll for initiative, please.
So Lucky and I are in our studded leather pajamas, right?
Right. Lucky and Calwin are in their studded leather pajamas. Winter, you have scale or you have splint armor, right? Splint mail? You're
Winter,
muted.
You're muted.
You're muted, Winter. You're muted.
I thought so. I don't know if I didn't add it to like my equipment because I wasn't finding it, but I do also have leather, light armor leather.
Okay. Okay, so you have
That I
All
equipped
right.
because I couldn't find the studded armor.
you do have I know you have I know you have splint mail for your armor. No. Okay, well we'll call it that you have because yeah, you did have the leather armor. All right, so we'll say you have leather armor, not your splint mail. So your AC right now would be What would your AC be in the ACB
13.
in the regular in the studded leather armor?
Yep.
Okay. Okay. So everyone, roll for initiative, please.
What is my AC on the studded leather armor versus my scale mail?
12 plus your dexterity modifier.
Okay.
Same for you, Winter. So, all right, everyone, roll initiative, and anyone who got above a 15, who is that?
Kelwin. Oh wow, a lot of us.
Wait, did I have to? I didn't have to roll again, right? Or did I?
No, I'm going to make you roll again because now it's the.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to make her roll again anyway.
Okay.
Because I don't remember what she rolled. So, Lucky, what'd you get?
19.
19. Kelwin, what'd you get?
17.
Okay. Ula, what'd you get?
15.
Okay. Winter, what'd you get?
19.
Jeez. Thelmaya, what'd you get?
9.
Nicoya, what'd you get?
12.
Okay. And Wolvie's got 15.
Am I seriously last again?
It's a gift. Ula, what'd you get?
15.
15, and they got a 15, so we'll put you right there. Okay, that's the wolves. Okay, there we are. Winter, you're up with Lucky on deck.
Okay. Winter is going to get up.
Okay.
And then I am going to. Oh wow, I'm all the way on the other. Ooh, and I gotta go all the way around. Okay.
You can walk through allies' spaces. So you can go 5, 10, 15, 20, whatever. Yeah. So you don't have to like worry about them blocking you.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna get as close as I can to the front two wolves.
You can get
Do
right
we
up
have to
to number 1.
We were prone, right? So we got to spend some.
You were prone. Oh, right. You were prone, so it's half your movement. So your movement is 30, right? Or your
My
movement is
movement is 30.
30. Okay. So 5, 10, 15. All right. So you can get there. I'll give you there.
Okay. And then I'm going to hold an action.
Okay.
And if do I have to choose a specific creature? Right?
Yes.
Okay.
Specific creature, specific action.
Okay. If number 1 attacks me, I am going to stab it.
I mean, you
with
can just say like, whatever monster attacks me, I'm gonna stab it. But you
Yeah.
just have to
That would-
choose whatever your like action is.
Right.
Okay. Then whatever monster attacks me, I'm going to stab it with my dagger.
Okay. That sounds good. Lucky, your turn. Kel, when you're on deck.
I stand up
Mhm.
and I cast Shatter
Yes.
Jesus
on number
Christ.
3. So
Get
a
Shatter
10
right
radius
there.
based on number 3. So 10-foot radius
Hold on a
gets
second.
all of them, but none of us, right?
Is it 10 or 15?
10.
All right.
That's just what I wanted to do. Good. Good.
What
All
level are
right,
you casting
fine,
it?
roll.
Oh wait, it's a second
A
level.
2.
Right.
Yeah. So you got, you have to roll Constitution on all of them.
I do.
Mm-hmm.
What is my constitution? 12, right?
Yes.
All right. Number 1 fails. Number 2 fails. Number 3 fails. Number 4 fails. Son of a bitch! I'm getting rid of you, die. New dice. There we go. Number 5 succeeds. Number 6 fails. Okay. What's the damage?
Okay, so 3d8. Boop, boop.
Yep.
$14.
14. Okay. Hold on a second here. Da-da-da-da-da. All right. So. Jeez. Okay. So, 1, 2, 3, and 4 are looking pretty rough. 6 is looking rough. 5 is looking bloody.
Okay. I have who's next? Kelwin and
Ula.
I give each of them an inspiration die.
You
You
gotta
can
pick,
give 2.
you gotta pick one
What?
I don't
Oh, I
think
can
you
only
can
do
give.
one?
Yeah, I think you can do 1. Yeah.
because it's a bonus
Okay.
action to give an
It's
inspiration.
a bonus action. Yep.
Okay, I give it to Kelwin.
Okay. Kelwin, you now have inspiration. Ah.
I am inspired.
You are inspired. See my little inspired looking? Boop. Okay.
Is that your turn?
Ula, you're on deck.
That's my
Okay.
turn.
So I'm gonna stand up, and then so I have 25 feet, so I have to use half of it to stand up. I want to get as close to Winter as I can with whatever's left.
So would half would be 15, right? Half rounded down?
I think
Oh,
so.
wait. So half rounded up. Because you don't have 30, you have 25.
Right.
So standing up. You know what? I'm going to say standing up costs you 10.
Okay. Then I think I
For the-
can.
For tonight.
For now. Then
For
can I
now.
get next to Winter, please? Just
5.
just south of
You can
Winter,
get-
I guess. Yeah.
Right there.
Perfect. I'm just gonna use my action to dodge. That's it.
Dodge. Okay.
To dodge.
Okay. Sounds good. Okay. Ula, you're up. Nicoya after the wolves. Yes, Lucky.
Does my panther do anything on their own, or do I have to tell it to do something?
I think you can use a bonus action to command it.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Yes, you can, in fact, use a bonus action to command it.
Okay.
However, it is Ula's turn.
I'm going to cast Thaumaturgy again, and
Okay.
this time I would like to create some tremors in the ground, 30 feet northeast towards them.
So, right about
Get them
here.
away. Yeah, just to try to scare them off.
Okay. Just a minute. Amongst yourselves. This is a tough one because it's not really. All right, Kelwin, I'll bounce this off you. I mean, this isn't really like there's no save against this. This is
I don't know anything about these creatures, but if you think they might have a reaction to the ground trembling, then
okay.
they might make a save, but there's also it's possible that they either are like really single-minded and are focused on one thing
Yeah.
only, or
They
like,
are rabid. You guys saw the foaming at their mouths. Yeah, I'm gonna say that has no effect. It is just they are not creatures that would like, oh, what's that? They probably barely even notice it. They are rabid and they see you guys as a food source and they are starving. So
Okay.
yep.
All right. Well, that's my
So
turn.
you do have an action. You have a bonus action. You have movement. You cannot cast another spell though.
Can I take out my short sword? Assuming
That's a free action. You can do that regardless.
Okay, so I'll just
Okay.
stay put.
Okay. Wolvie's turn. This one is going to charge at Winter. Winter, you are holding your action, so you may now use it.
Okie doke. So I would just roll as usual.
Roll as usual. Roll to hit.
Rolling to hit. Does an 11 hit?
An 11 does not hit.
No. Okay.
But you can make a second attack because you have your offhand attack.
That's a bonus action.
I-
You can't.
Oh,
hold
bonus.
that.
Yes, you can do that. Oh, right. You can't do that with a holding your attack.
Yeah.
Holding your action. Yeah, I am sorry. Okay. So, Kelwin, you were dodging, right?
Yep.
Okay. So that means he has to roll with disadvantage, correct?
Yep.
All right. Well, he got a 20. And then he got a 16.
That still hits, but at least it's not crit.
Yeah, plus 4.
Yeah.
So, okay. So he does 2d4 plus 2.
Oh wait.
Uh,
What is That's fine. I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll just look something up.
Okay. You take 8 points of biting damage.
Ugh.
And Winter, you take nothing because he missed. 4, 5, 10, 15. Lucky. 13 plus 4 is 17. Does that hit?
Yep.
I believe it does. Okay. 1, 4. So you take 6 points of bite damage.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. Winter. Actually, Winter missed, right?
Correct.
Kelwin and Lucky, please roll a strength saving throw. And get above 11 or be knocked prone.
So I rolled a natural 1, but I have +7 to it, and I have Lucky's inspiration. So I think I'm gonna use Lucky's inspiration.
Okay.
Is it a D6?
Yes, it's a D6.
Okay.
rolled
No. I rolled a 2, so it's
Oh.
8. I got 10.
10. All right. Kelwin, you're knocked prone. Lucky.
12.
12. Lucky, you are not knocked prone. Okay. So 5, 10. Nicoya.
Oh, hi.
Ooh, natural 20.
Ooh.
Okay.
Rolled a 1, rolled a 2, so that's 6 plus 2. You take 8 points of damage. Please roll a strength saving throw.
I'm already on the ground. I'm still lying down.
Oh, you never stood up.
No, I haven't gone yet, so yeah, I'm still.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
So that attack had advantage, doesn't matter, blah, 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 so you're already prone. Okay, so you took 8 points of damage.
And I'm gonna hellish rebuke.
You can Hellish Rebuke. That's number 5. Okay, Hellish Rebuke, please.
Ooh. 15.
15. Well, that wolf charged at you, got a good chunk, and then burned to death.
Exploded.
Hooray!
Hooray! This guy is gonna, all right, and take a bite out of Kelwin.
Oh.
So Nicoya and Kelwin have both been bit.
Yes,
Oh, and me.
and you.
Okay.
So-
19 for Kelwin. That hits.
Yeah. So
and
it
you're
wasn't.
prone,
But since I'm dodging, it just is a normal roll. So
but you dodged the first one already, didn't you?
it's till the end of my turn.
Oh, okay. Okay, so anyway, 15.
I was checking to
Um,
see if my
yeah.
speed was 0 because I'm prone, but it's not. Because if it was, dodge would
Now,
end.
is
but it
prone an automatic critical, or is that?
No.
No, it's not. It's just, right, okay. So
didn't.
1 through.
Stop trying to crit
Uh,
me.
You take 6 points of damage, Kelwin.
All right.
Okay, and then Winter. A 19 plus 4 is 23.
Wow. These are
That
some
hits.
accurate damn
I know.
wolves.
4, 5. Winter, you take 7 points of damage.
Okay.
Okay, it is Nicoya's turn. Valmaya, you're on deck.
If I were to cast Shatter
Yes.
2 east of 3, would that hit those 3 in a row and not hit anybody else? Like right there.
Right here, 2 east of 3 would hit 1, 3, 2, and no one else.
I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
I thought for
The-
I thought for sure you were just gonna shatter all of us and count it as like reasonable damage. Like
No, I'm not a monster.
I'm just gonna make you roll for damage first before I do the saves.
Sure. Oh god. Oh, okay. 14.
14. Okay, so nope, he's not in there. Okay, boom, boom, boom.
Okay.
You're shattered. You just like all the wolves just like flip over and twitch and die.
Okay. And then I'm gonna stand up.
Okay, and then you
that's my
stand
turn.
up. Excellent. Valmaya with Winter on deck.
Well, I guess I'll stand up and
Okay.
man, my spells are boring. I'll
blast,
just-
blast.
I'm gonna blast.
Who are you gonna blast?
What is that, number 4?
Yeah. Yep. Number 4. Okay.
I'll go for 4.
Okay. Roll the hit, please.
You've got to be shitting me. Oh my god.
What'd you roll?
Hold on.
Okay.
I got 4 plus 7 is math.
4 plus
11.
7 is 11.
Does that
You do
help?
have the inspiration die from Lucky, or not from Lucky, but you do have the inspiration die from before.
I'm gonna save that.
Okay. Probably a wise choice. But your Eldritch Blast does sail wide.
Pew pew.
Pew pew.
Valmaya.
Winter, your turn, please.
All right. So I am going.
They are
to-
both looking rough.
Yeah. Yeah, they are. I'm gonna roundhouse number 6 with my hand axe.
Okay. Nice.
Does 13 hit?
A 13 does indeed hit. That is their armor class.
All right.
roll for damage.
And 4 damage.
4 is exactly what you needed, and that was number 6.
Yeah.
So you wheel around, and you just like your axe just takes this thing's throat out. You still have a bonus action with your magic dagger.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna keep wheeling around, and I'm gonna take my dagger and go for number 4. And
All right, roll the hit, please.
20 hits.
20 definitely. Is that natural 20 or okay? Well, roll for damage, please.
Damage is gonna be an 8.
That definitely. So, Winter wheels around, and her axe basically rips out the throat of the first wolf. She continues her pirouette, and her dagger comes up, and she jabs it right in the throat of number 4 here, and he goes down, and boom.
I like to think the blood
Well
was
done.
swirling around me like when you put your pinky in a pool and you spin really fast.
So yeah, a group of half dozen rabid wolves thought they were getting an easy meal, and you guys made quick work of them in 8 seconds.
Who killed number 5?
Nicoya.
My hellish rebuke.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
that's
the
right.
hellish rebuke. Yeah. Yes, Lucky.
Not that I want to bring this up, but because we were bit by rabid wolves, are we concerned about rabies?
You are not.
But should we be?
No. No.
Right.
These were all werewolves who have were-rabies.
That's worse.
Yes, they do.
No.
I'm going back to bed.
So yeah, that was a relatively easy encounter, but you were very close to town.
I can't believe that wolf knocked me off my feet. I got bit twice.
Oh, bitch.
Am I the only one who got even, bit
No,
twice?
Lucky got
You got
bit,
bit.
and
I was
think
bit, yeah.
Nicoya bit.
I took
Winter
it.
was not bit.
What did I take damage from? Slashing? Did they just?
No, I don't think you got bit, did you? Or you didn't get? Did you get
I took
damaged?
7 points of damage for something.
Oh, okay, probably a claw. Call it a claw.
I'm gonna use my second wind.
I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on myself.
Okay.
Level 1.
You can all take a short rest if you want, and use a hit die with Lucky playing Song of Rest if you want to do that.
A song
I would do that.
of healing for all of my people. La, la,
What is that? Is that a
la,
D6?
now.
It's a D6. So roll your hit dice and add a 1d6.
I'm just gonna get a good night's sleep, but I should be fine.
Okay. Well,
I got 8
mean-
points back, and now I'm back at full health.
nice. Nice. So you guys get the feeling that, you've only been a day out. You got attacked by a bunch of wolves. Yeah, this is going to be a little bit of a trek, and hopefully all the encounters will be that easy going forward.
At least we rid the land of a pack of rabid wolves.
You rid the land of a pack of rabid wolves as well. Would you guys like to keep going, or do you want to call it a night?
I think this is good.
All right, we'll call it a
Yeah.
night here. You guys have survived your first night on the road to Sandhearth. You guys get a good night's sleep. Mark off. Give yourselves back 4 plus your constitution in health for a full night's rest, and we will take place in the morning the next day next week.
Woo!
So, all right. Okay, I guess I need to do this outro thing, huh? All right, hey, thanks for joining us again. Again, if you are interested, our fantasy fiction podcast, Tales of the Brunch Club, is available at rescuedbydragons.com or wherever you get fine podcasts and ours.
I always
And
laugh
yeah,
at
just
that.
to learn. I know.
I've
it
heard
just
it,
never gets
like-
old.
Yeah.
Yeah, and by never gets old, I mean it gets really old. So I hope you guys have had much fun as we have, and we look forward to having you join us next week. Again, rescuedbydragons.com for more information. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, the Facebooks. Yes, Kelvin.
Oh, I was stretching.
Oh, I thought you were just stretching. I
No.
thought you were raising your hand. Okay. Yes. So, good night, everybody. Thank you. All right. Bye, guys. See you next week.